Snowbreak has had its fair share of controversies. A couple of years ago, a lot of the voice actors quit simply because they wanted to focus more on fan service. Then, a few months ago, we actually had heard that they were taking the servers down indefinitely after a bunch of backlash on social media was circulating. And now that the servers have finally gone up, we have found out they have made a ton of changes and censored a ton of the outfits. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, we unfortunately hear about a lot of instances of censorship in the video game industry now, especially when it comes to fan service heavy games. They'll end up adding this awkward black fabric of death where it previously wasn't, whether it is because of the companies that own these development studios or the developers wanting to change their ways and sanitize their content, hoping they're going to appeal to a new audience, or in this case, it's because of the CCP. Now, Snowbreak has had its fair share of controversies, like I mentioned, and if you've been following this game's history, you'll already know that. Back in 2024, we knew quite a few English voice actors suddenly refused to work on this game because they decided to go the route of fan service. According to a statement on the official Discord for Containment Zone, the English voice actors refused to return to the game due to its fan service. Any questions regarding about the future English voiceover in the game, Season attempted to contact the voice actors to restore the English voiceover in the game due to the current improvement state of SCZ. However, they refused because the game has changed its direction of fan service, so at the moment there is no plan of getting the English dub back. Thank you for understanding, which, hey, a lot of gamers, like myself included, thought, wow, okay, you guys are just complaining to complain, and the fact that you're so upset over a few scantily clad armor sets in a video game just goes to show this was never truly about entertainment for you guys. You wanted something to complain about, and this was just another quick job. I think that if I was dedicating so much time and effort into working on a game like this, I would be perfectly fine with what the developers wanted to do if it came to giving the fans more of what they were asking for, which was fan service. But because it didn't cater to them, because the studio did not cave to their demands, they were furious. And now, fast forward to 2026, we had found out back in March that the servers were taken down. They were taken down indefinitely. We didn't really have any idea what that was going to mean and what that was going to entail. But now that, yes, the servers are back up, it is pretty bad. We're seeing a lot of changes, and the internet is furious, rightfully so. Snowbreak just came back after 2 months of maintenance, and it's completely censored. I'm shocked that it even came back up at all. I know that it was making a lot of money, but I sort of expected them to just keep it offline and then try to relaunch it, but under a slightly different name. That didn't happen. The Chinese feminists and regulators forced the devs to nuke the game's entire identity. Now, feminists are a plague on entertainment and really a lot of the world, but yeah, when the CCP believes that a controversy is being brought upon themselves in the world of entertainment, they instantly hit these developers and studios and they say, you need to change or else you're done. You're never going to make a game again. And of course, this is the CCP we're talking about. It's not like you could just say, no, I don't want to do that. The TLDR is that there were a bunch of Chinese feminists and activists that were furious over the sexualization of characters, as happens in Japan and the United States. But the massive censorship has now been unveiled, and really it's worse than a lot of us could have expected. Models are censored even harder than before, new characters have nerfed proportions, jiggle physics have been completely removed, all menu lobby The idle victory animations are completely gone. No gotcha or summon animations, no character trailer animations, paid background interactions on paid costumes deleted, story heavily revamped and censored, decensor methods patched out forever, archive system removed, can't rotate models in the menu or skin showcase, no free camera slash spectate, newest version has no English or Korean voices, defaults to Japanese, which I get a lot of the voice actors quit. All costumes over censored, worse than the CN versions. Shower scenes allegedly removed, reports ongoing. Ultimate scale animations also gone. So imagine if you had monetarily invested, or not even just invested money, but also your time into this game. Now you are getting screwed over. Of course, they're not going to refund people, they're not going to listen to us and reverse course. None of that is going to happen. You have to deal with these costumes that have this black fabric of death added. You have upcoming character releases that are going to have toned down proportions, and gamers are furious, rightfully so. When I am promised something from a studio, I expect to get it. And sure, again, let me just throw out there, this is because of the CCP, not just because of the developers, from what we understand, but that doesn't make it any better, unfortunately. In the future of censored Gooner games, ta-da! Surprise! Welcome back. And this is the unfortunate reality that we are living in. Yes, there are plenty of pieces of entertainment that still release with sexy babes and scantily clad armor and fan service, but we need to continue to fight back against situations like this. And the best I can say at this point in time is do not play the game, do not invest time or money into the game, because there are other gotcha games out there and other fan service heavy titles out there that you could play. Toxic militant feminism isn't just a Western problem, it's a global problem, and they hate it when men have fun that doesn't involve them. It's really just sad, isn't it? And yeah, I know a lot of people talk about the Western world of feminism when it comes to video games because of people like Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian and the damage that they have done, but Japan has a feminism problem, and that also has to do with video games, but anime and manga, and China as well. I've never played this game, but I heard from people it was sort of struggling before they went hard into the fan service. And sure, that might be the case, but the fan service clearly worked because it got a lot of people interested in it again. I don't think a content pivot is the worst thing in the world that could happen. I think that if that's what you have to do to save your game because that is what your audience wants, go for it. Thanks, feminism, for ruining the game. Now, time to do the same to their beloved gooning games. And I wish everybody could just enjoy whatever content they want. If you're a man who wants to see sexy women, that's great. If you're a woman who wants to see sexy men, that's great. But the world is truly not about equality. These feminists want to rip away content from men because they hate men and they're misandrists, and they view video games as being a male dominated space, and so they want to kill our favorite hobby. But hey, it's fine when it's a shirtless man that they can goon to. Men wanting to have healthy relationships with beautiful women in fiction is disgusting, but women having men graping simulator games completely fine. God, I'm tired of these double standards. Yeah, I don't see all of these feminists complaining about books like Milking Farm, and so I'm not going to take them seriously when they complain about video games that happen to have cute babes in them. As a woman who loves video games, I would rather see beautiful characters than ugly 500-pound land whales. And truly, one of the worst parts of this is the fact that these outfits don't even look good. Sometimes we see this censorship happening, and yeah, of course, censorship is never okay, but at least the outfit changes look slightly acceptable and it doesn't completely take you out of the experience. It's like, oh, it just adds a little bit of fabric like around the cleavage so that the V is a little bit less deep, or oh, it looks like they added some kind of sleeves, but they're flowy and they're pretty. But in this case, it just is as ugly can get. So I will definitely be keeping my eye on this. But yeah, I wanted to make this video to help keep people up to date, seeing as I have talked about Snowbreak in the past and the situation that fans of this now find themselves in is a really terrible one because it is worse than a lot of people could have imagined. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.